Okay, in this lesson, we're going to talk a bit about how powerful prototyping can be and how you can leverage it for building and developing new ideas. I love this quote by David Kelly, who's the founder of IDEO. A prototype is just an idea of what the future might look like. And this is what it really is. It's all about showing people the idea of what a final product might look like so that you can gauge their reaction and how they might be able to use it. A prototype is a power tool when it comes to developing ideas as quickly as possible. We want to build something that resembles a product, an idea, or a feature in the quickest way possible in order to show it to people and gain insight and understand whether it's something they would use or not. First of all, a prototype should be quick and simple. You shouldn't spend too much time prototyping, otherwise you really defeat its purpose. If a prototype takes you 15 or 20 hours to build, it's probably too big. You should keep it small enough so that you can go out to your market, show it to people, and validate an idea as quickly as you can and learn from it. Which brings me to my next point. It should be clearly focused. You shouldn't try and prototype too many things at once. Focus on the main key elements of the value proposition you're trying to communicate and focus on putting these things together in a prototype. Let's take an example, and let's say you're trying to create a mobile banking product. You could spend hours and hours thinking of all the different flows, the login flow, the registration flow, the account pages and all that. But in reality, what you really need to focus on is the core banking experience. For example, seeing my transactions or making payments or sending money to my friends and family. Finally, it should be realistic enough so that you get the right type of feedback. In the prototyping process, you might go from super low fidelity, something like pen and paper if you want to get quick feedback from your peers and your colleagues, to high fidelity, for example, when you want to show something to investors or end users. When you're trying to validate a concept, you should build a prototype that almost feels real. And I'm saying almost because it doesn't have to be refined or visually stunning. For example, if again you're trying to build a mobile banking application, you want to make sure that you're using a design that resembles an actual application, so that when you're showing it to your users, they can see it and understand that this is an application I would download and use, rather than just a plain concept I'm giving my feedback on. By creating the right prototype, you're essentially gaining superpowers that allow you to, first of all, quickly collaborate with your peers and gain valuable feedback. Is this the right solution for this problem? Does the design work? Are there any issues with it? You are also unlocking insights by showing it to your users and customers. Do they like the idea? Do they think it's promising enough? And do they think it's actually going to help the business achieve its goals? By the end of this course, we're going to know a fail-safe methodology to creating high-fidelity prototypes and unlock these superpowers for yourself. Today, the world of design and prototyping is so much different than before. The landscape and the roles have changed, the tools have changed, everything is open and collaborative. And there's so many resources out there that help people build great ideas. Anyone entering the world of design and prototyping today is extremely lucky because the opportunity is so much bigger, whereas the obstacles are so much smaller than before. Learning how to use design or prototyping software takes 1/10 of the time it used to take 5 years ago. I'm incredibly excited to go through this course with you, and I'm absolutely certain that by the end of it, you're going to be able to create some super inspiring results. Now that we've talked about the importance of prototyping, in the next lesson, we're going to talk a bit about the evolution of the different prototyping tools over the last couple of years.